Hi there, it's Rich with Rich Baum Photography, Sacramento, California, and I want to welcome you to another tutorial. And this is kind of actually an unboxing. Don't do a lot of these, but it's a product review, and it's something that many photographers, not all photographers, need to worry about or think about. But I know that I do, because besides doing real estate photography, I do wedding photography and I do professional sports. And I often, not often, but pretty much, and even though I'm from California, it does rain. And today I'm going to do a little unboxing of the Think Tank Hydrophobia. It's made for mirrorless system. It's made for the 24-70 lens, and it's the version 3. I personally have had for several years the version 1 for the 70-200, and I will say I've already taken it out of the box. So I'm going to get rid of the box, and I will say that it has done me right, and I've used it in absolutely atrocious weather. And the new Hydrophobia version 3 is made for the mirrorless system. So it's a little smaller, it's a little narrower, and it's not so bulky. One thing that's nice too is it's made for the 24-70. So before, if I was to use my 70-200 waterproof case, Hydrophobia, I'd have all this extra material because the lens is so much shorter. So this is made for the 24-70. But I will say also, I have tried it on my 70-200. It's a little snug, but it will fit. So I probably will get a second one, but I think that for now the 24-70 one will work great. And if I need to, I can use the older one on my mirrorless camera, even though it's made for DSLRs. So let me put the camera over here and let me unwrap this. My wife was telling me I got to be real quiet because it sounds really loud. So I'll put it over here. Velcro is loud. What can I say? Okay. Well, anyway, we have this great little pouch. Let me put it on there. Great little pouch, little handle. It always says, all their pouches, Think Tank, say what it is so you know which pouch is for what. And I like that. It seems real silly, but I like that. Okay, so let's put this over here with the box. And it's nice and compact. Just everything with Think Tank is first class. It really is nice. And the way this works is it can be a little tricky when you first put it on. So I will recommend, before you get caught in the rain, make sure you know how to put it on, make sure it fits, make sure it works. You don't even have to make sure it works, because you will find that out when you don't want to get in the shower and try it out. But you want to make sure that it is fitting and you know how to put it on. So to start, I'm going to put the strap down. I'm going to open up the bottom of it, and I'm going to first start by opening this up. And this is a little pouch that holds a proprietary eyepiece. Now you have to have these eyepieces for this because it has a rubber grommet that fits over the eyepiece and stretches, but it won't fit on the regular Sony, Ace, any of the eyepieces, Nikon, Canon, Sony, it won't. So I've taken off my other eyepiece, and I'm just going to slip on this one. It's a little bigger, a little longer. I hope you can see it. I hope I'm focusing on this, but it is on there now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unzip. Actually, it's unzipped. It's upside down the bottom of it, and I want to open up here. You're going to see it has a little strap in it, and it has the ability to go through this grommet. So first thing I want to do is put my camera in upside down, because the Hydrophobia is upside down, and then I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to put the strap around the lens itself and go through the little grommet. It's a little webbing, and it is all just beautifully made. The stitching, the material, it is all first class. Think Tank just does the best job of any company out there. So, okay, so I have that attached to there. So the next thing I'm going to do is just put in the lens hood into the body. And now remember, it's still upside down until I get it set. And then what I'm going to do is put the back of the camera into the case. So I'm going to leave this unzipped for now, and I'm going to put my camera up on its end, and I'm going to fit the lens hood cover. I don't know if you call it a cover, but it has a little strap that is it's almost like sticky material, but it will stay fastened to your hood really well. And I know for a fact because it's similar in my older version 1 as this is, and I know that it works great. So I put this on here. And again, you want to do this in a dry area, or you want to do this before you really need it, because you want to get this done. You don't want to do it in the rain, okay? You want to have it prepared for you. So I'm going to put that there and there, and it's nice. And if I was going to be actually in the rain, I might even make it a little snugger, just so I know it's completely set. So now what I want to do is I want to turn it to the back and put it on its lens. And I'm going to put this rubber neoprene, I am assuming it's neoprene, I'm going to slide it over the eyepiece. And it's a little tricky at first, but it's really not that hard once you get used to it. I've used these many times, and I rely on them so much, because when it's raining out, I can't just stop shooting. So it fits really nicely on there, really nice and snug. And now I'm going to put my hand inside. The hand, I don't know what you'd call them, but they're like sleeves. Nice thing too is this sleeve, you can make it snug up really nice against your hand, and it's bungee, so I can have it there. And I'm not even going to tighten up that one, but I've got this here. Okay, so this is working. Actually, I'm going to open it up a little bit so I can get my arms in and out. I don't know if you've ever used a rain cover. They're a little tricky to figure out, but once you use them, they're no problem at all. And here's a really great surprise with a mirrorless camera. Normally, we have this great plastic here, which you can see the screen. So on a DSLR, you could see the playback and you could see your settings and things like that up here. But with a mirrorless camera, I don't have to look at the back. I can actually look through the viewfinder and change all my settings. I can see everything I want to see through the viewfinder. So it doesn't matter if this fogs up. Occasionally they fog up, depends on the weather conditions, but I don't have to really see any of this. It's a great thing, and I can't wait to use it. Well, I can, because I'm not crazy about shooting in the rain. But anyway, let me continue on with this. The finest materials. It has a little strap, right, a little cover right here, and this one can either be put right here out of the way, and you can shoot. And if you want to cover up the eyepiece, all you have to do is go down here and cover it up. We have that covered. Now another great thing, and I will also show you one other thing. If I am not shooting on a tripod, I'm just going to zip up the bottom of this, and I'm going to close this where I put the eyepiece, and I don't need it, so I'm just going to have it all closed up, and I'm just going to shoot with it like this, and it works great, and it really feels good, much better than the version 1, I will say. Little changes. One nice thing is, though, and the same thing with the version 1, it has a strap, so I can have it here, and it's attached to the lens, so it supports it really well. And there you go. It is absolutely, and there's no leaking in here for the strap. Where in the old days, I don't know if it was the Think Tank, but it was another brand, and it would leak through the strap and go inside. So that was a no-go, and it didn't work well. But if I am working with a monopod, I will just, and let's say I'm doing a longer lens or a tripod, you can open this up, the zipper, just enough. You can open it all the way and put it onto a tripod, and then all you have to do is close it around the tripod, and no water will get in. And there is one more really cool feature I want to show you. Let's say you are shooting and you have a little break. You want to not shoot, then you open this up here and pull out from the bottom. It's a little, I'll put this up like this, it's a little hoodie. I love it. Isn't that cute? You can snug that down, and there you go. So you're completely covered up from head to toe, except it could come in here, but you're not going to worry about it. And I could just put it on my shoulder, and there I go. And I could have another body. And one thing I'll tell you too, this is made for mirrorless and for the 24-70, but you could put the 16 to 35 on here. You could put any of the lenses on here. And actually, I tried it. It's a little bit snug, but it's doable. you can put on the Sony 70-200 G Master 2.8. It will work because you can see here, I've got a little extra material here, and this will go out even further. So if I want to get back into shooting, I just put my little cover away. That cover is so cute. I like it. And put that away. And then I just leave it like that. Then I go back to my hands in here and I go shooting with it. Okay. So, and I would make this a little bit tighter, but you got to watch out. You can't bring it too far up, so you don't want it to vignette. You don't want it to see in there. But it's a great system, and Think Tank is a super company, and I really, I'm affiliated with Think Tank, but I believe in them 100%. And this is a great thing. It's a little over $100, and I think it's well worth it. You promise you, if you go shooting in the rain one time, it's worth it. You know? So really, I say get one of these. So Rich with Rich Baum Photography saying get yourself a hydrophobia for those days you need them. And I just want to say a few things. First of all, I would love it if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, which you're watching now, and it really means a lot. I always answer my comments, so leave comments, and you can leave a thumbs up, thumbs down. I'm okay with a thumbs down. I leave it on there because I want to be completely transparent. I have nothing to hide, like some other people, but we won't even go there. But I want you to remember that I have an Adorama link, and that does help me make these free videos. So if you're going to do some shopping, go down in the show notes. I'll put the link to the hydrophobia. So all you have to do is click on the hydrophobia link, and it goes to my affiliate link. But I also have a regular general link that goes to my affiliate link. It just helps me motivate me to make these free videos for you guys. And I want you to go check out my new podcast. Well, I've been doing it for almost a year with Brian Berkowitz. It's called Shooting Spaces, a real estate photography podcast, and that is at shootingspacespodcast.com, and it's a weekly podcast. We have a new podcast every week. Great guests, great sponsors, great people talk, and you can learn so much. I'm done with my workshops for the year, except for one next week and maybe next year. But we have some really great things coming out at the end of this year and next year, and you'll hear all about it when it happens. So this is Rich saying, shoot better, shoot smarter, get better clients, make more money, go buy better equipment or more equipment or hydrophobias, and just be sure, spend some time with your family, and hopefully you'll make more money, be successful, so you can spend time and not have to work so hard. And we all shoot photography anyway on our day off because I just love photography. So it's Rich with Rich Baum Photography saying, see you later.